Hey cards, welcome back to another See You Soon video. Today we're going to be talking all about the advantages of living in DC and how you can get involved with the area outside of the classroom. While obviously you're coming to CUA to be a college student, there are so many things to get involved with outside the classroom and off campus, and being able to explore the greater DC community and area is such a great way of taking advantage of our Northeast DC location. A big advantage of being in DC is the multiple internship opportunities. For example, Capitol Hill is 3 miles away, or is even just 3 metro stops and a short walk. There are internships available for a vast array of majors. Obviously, you have politics majors interning at Capitol Hill, you have business majors at EY and Deloitte, theology majors at the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, English majors at the National Archives, architect majors at Clark Construction, who we actually use for many of our on-campus construction projects. So there are internship opportunities available for so many different kinds of people. And a lot of companies have their national, if not global headquarters, a couple of metro stops away. So I definitely recommend reaching out to your department and seeing what career services they provide. Get connected to the incredible variety of people just a couple miles away.
So Allison just talked to you guys a little bit about internships, and that's a super cool opportunity about living here in DC. Another really awesome feature is the fact that we have all the Smithsonian museums right here basically in our backyard. So using the metro, you can get to the National Mall, where most of our Smithsonian museums are sprinkled in and around. My personal favorite is the National Gallery of Art, and I've spent so many Saturday afternoons exploring all of the different beautiful museums and what they have to show you. Okay guys, so we wanted to give you a little bit more than just Allison and I's perspective on some of the things there are to do in Washington, D.C. while you're here at Catholic U. So I'm here with Angel, who's one of our orientation advisors this year, and she's going to tell us a little bit about some of her favorite things to do. So, what's your favorite thing to do in D.C.?
Yeah, so I would say I have two. I love Union Market. It's only about 2 or 3 stops away from our campus on the metro, and they have tons of really cool dining options. If you are there or you choose to visit, definitely check out Buffalo Bergen. But in terms of nightlife and stuff on the weekends, I've loved going to the Kennedy Center to see different shows. Not too long ago, I saw Moulin Rouge when they were on tour, and it was absolutely incredible. Definitely check it out. There's always tons of cool shows going on. If you don't want to see a show, they have different operas, different smaller shows going on. So tons of stuff going on over there.
And there's always student discounts, so make sure to look out for those too.
For sure.
We're here with another member of our orientation staff, one of our team captains, Cris.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Now, what are some of your favorite things to do in DC?
Favorite things to do in DC. First one's got to be Eastern Market. I'm not gonna lie, love me some Eastern Market. They got some good produce, some good food. Love me some food, some fresh veggies. They also do some flea markets, so candles, jewelry, all that. I'm all about that. Second one would have to be Jinya Ramen Bar. I love ramen. My favorite spot, Logan Circle. Ramen is to die for. I would go there every single day if I could. So that's top 2.
Awesome. If you're anything like me, you're really big into sports, and although I'm not a fan of the DC teams, I still love being able to go to different sports games all around the city. Some of my favorites are the Wizards, the Capitals, and the Nationals. The Wizards are the basketball team, and Capitals the hockey team. They both play in Capital One Arena, which is only like 5 stops away. And I love, making the trek out to Navy Yard to go to Nationals Park. It's just a super fun area to explore. There are tons and tons of different restaurants and different things to do in the area, and it's really close to the wharf, which is also a really fun place to go. I know I've gone there to go to a couple concerts, but we'll talk about concert venues in a bit. And I love being able to explore the sports scene in DC and occasionally see my Philly teams crush the DC teams.
One of my personal favorite places to explore has been Chinatown. It's a really cool neighborhood in Washington, D.C. that has so many different opportunities to explore cultural cuisines and different just cultures of the area. One of my personal favorite restaurants that I've tried is a place called Dakaya, and they have a phenomenal barbecued eel roll. I would absolutely recommend it. And I also got to go, last year there was a Lunar New Year celebration, and my roommate was an international student from Taiwan, and so I got to go with her to experience that, and it was so cool and it was really phenomenal. And there's just so much to see and so much to do, so definitely keep an eye out as they have lots of events happening year round.
Another one of my absolute favorites is the theater scene in DC. Angel Angel talked about the Kennedy Center a bit earlier, but I also love going to theaters like Roundhouse Theater in Bethesda, Maryland, and Signature Theater down in Arlington. At Roundhouse, you can get free tickets through their student free play program, and at Signature, you can get $25 tickets. And these are like pretty legit shows. At Roundhouse, they have a lot of CUA alumni come back in them. Like one of our theater professors was just in Next to Normal. And at Signature Theater, we have current students in their summer program. And like Signature Theater has won a Tony, so they're very legit. So there's always different theaters to see and different shows to explore. And it's just really cool to like see your friends and peers in these like pretty professional productions. So I highly recommend exploring all the theater options in DC.
If there is one thing about me, I love a concert, and I've been able to see so many in Washington, D.C. because of all of our awesome venue options and because so many of your favorite artists stop here because we're the nation's capital. So some of my favorite places to go for a concert and some of the places that you guys should definitely look out for are the 930 Club on U Street. It's so awesome. A lot of more smaller, like I would say mid-sized performers stop there, but it's all general admission. So if you get there early enough, as I will do, you can get as close as you can to the stage and it's super fun. Another like mid-sized concert venue, a little bit on the smaller side, is Union Stage on the Wharf. They're much smaller than the 930 Club, but still some of your small performers you could see there, so definitely keep an eye out. Similarly, on the Wharf, we have a larger venue, the Anthem. Allison and I actually just went to a concert there about a couple weeks ago. It was my first time, but it was really cool. It's a really awesome venue because it is on the Wharf around all of those awesome restaurants. You guys can stop, get some dinner before. And then we have Capital One Arena, of course, which is a huge venue. That's where you have your large-scale performers, but there's so many different live music options in DC in general, so always keep your eye out because we have so much talent in and around the area, and it's just really fun to go out and see some music in the city.
We've talked about a lot of different ways to explore DC, and it can be a little bit overwhelming, but if you don't know how to start, a great place to look is our Center for Student Engagement. A couple times during the semester, they'll have DC Night Outs, and these are chances for you and a friend to enter a raffle to win tickets to free excursions all around DC. I've won a couple. Some of my favorites was Puttery in Chinatown, going to the opening day game of the Nats against the Phillies. The Phillies won. And I also got to go see Six the Musical at National Theater, which was a dream show of mine to see.
And I got to go to the National Sculpture Gallery Garden for their ice skating back in January, which was so cool. They have all the lights up and it's so much fun. And I also got tickets to the Cherry Blossom Cruise. So around the Tidal Basin, one of the things that is super beautiful in DC during the springtime is we have all of our cherry blossoms that start to bloom. And this river cruise took us all the way down. It was super beautiful. And I wouldn't have been able to get the tickets if I hadn't entered. So definitely look for that when they start advertising for it. Another super important part of orientation that kind of goes with everything that we've been talking about so far are the excursions that we have on the Sunday, the 24th of orientation. So you guys should be getting an email soon about when to register for these excursions, and they're going to take you to all these different options in the city, around the city, and you guys can preference them with what you want to do, so it's very customizable to the kind of things that you want to see. We hope that you guys enjoyed this look at some of the different things you can get up to in the city while you're here studying as a student at Catholic U.
And make sure to keep an eye on your email to sign up for excursions because some have limited tickets, so make sure you keep an eye on that and register as soon as you can. And we can't wait to see you soon!